Jarvis, getting back in the lineup, what do you want to bring to this offense now that you're back in here?
Everything that I was brought here to do, my passion, move the chains, be a great teammate, be a leader, and help win games, whatever my role would be that week.
Especially when the team was at the kind of state it was when you got back in the lineup, how important is that to bring that leadership and you're getting guys in the right frame of mind?
Yeah, I mean, the leadership is here, trust me. I think just for me, throughout the process of being injured and maybe not being around or not being as involved, it still was important to obviously reach out to guys. And now being back in the lineup, I was still in the fight, even not being out there, so being that I'm out there now, it's still, for me, one of those qualities or traits that I have that, never really went away. Just continue to talk and doing whatever I can to help out whenever, regardless if I'm on the field or not.
How tough was it for you not being out there?
It was very tough. Trust me, if I could have took your ankle out, I would have took it. It was tough. It was tough, but it was it's one of those things that comes with the game, and so we just try to do a great job of making sure I get back out in the field and healthy enough.
Are you still kind of working back? Ankle injuries obviously they can linger for a long time. And what percentage would you get yourself?
Yeah, probably. Percentage-wise, I probably couldn't give you a good number. It's really just filling it out day by day. That's why when you guys are out there, you kind of see me a little bit, then kind of don't see me. So just kind of filling it out. It's a tricky injury, so it has its ebbs and flows of what I'm feeling and the soreness, and but we're trying to come up with a good plan that kind of helps around those things.
What's kind of the feel right now, just with the team, you coming back, guys on defense coming back today, Mark being out there? Is there just kind of like a sense of energy, just kind of getting everybody back out there? Yeah, it's important. Obviously seeing Sean out there, Mark, his energy is contagious. We got rolled back today, so for us, it's great signs. And having those guys back to play another big one. Each game from here on out is a big one. And we need everyone.
Is there anything in particular that's really impressed you about how Chris Olave has handled, Mike not being there as much as he expected, you not being there as much as he expected, and really growing into the role he's grown into?
Yeah, he just continues to make plays. He shows up here every day, works extremely hard. Coaches do a great job of putting him in position to make plays, and he continues to make them, and that's who he's been, and I don't expect anything less. I think it's just the flow of what he's doing right now, to the type of player he's going to be in the future, for sure.
Is there a concept of being a number one receiver? I know we use that term a lot. But do you get treated a certain way by defenses? Or does something come with that role that could be hard for a rookie to handle?
Yeah, I think that's something that, the respect of the league, it kind of comes from making plays, I think, and even then some people still won't, give you the respect that you deserve. Obviously, everybody works hard, and this game is about matchups, and if the other team don't feel like they can guard them with one or guard somebody with one, they put two, or the coverage is dictated based on who these guys are playing against. So I think with Chris, the more he keeps making plays, the more attention that you guys will give him, the more other teams will see, and and again, keep paying attention, and eventually, those you have to double them and roll coverage to them, situational football, all those things will start coming into the conversation when you bring up his name, a guy like his caliber.
Jarvis, am I correct that 2008 with Letcher High School was the last time you caught a touchdown pass in the Superdome?
You are correct. Yeah.
What does that moment mean to you? Obviously, just to get your first one, but also kind of those memories from Letcher.
Yeah, man, it's exciting. A lot of most of my football years took place here. And to be able to do it in front of these fans and in front of my family who was in attendance, and it'd be the first one after, for so many of us, a pretty frustrating season so far, you know, and to go out against a team that won a Super Bowl and have a decent game and win that game is pretty cool.
Do you still remember the touchdown pass that you talked about?
Yeah, I do. Notre Dame. Against Notre Dame. Yeah, I do.
Hey, Jarvis, as a receiver, is it different than going from one play with Taysom to the next play with Andy Dalton, that back and forth, as far as how you have to approach every play? Without alternating quarterbacks on a series like they did Sunday.
What you mean if it's different? Like what do you mean? I'm sorry.
Is it different as far as like the mindset you have to have with two different quarterbacks, like adjusted to the two different?
No, I think it's not different. You know, obviously Taysom could throw the football as well, and you know we've been doing that a lot more than actually running with him. You know, so he's a versatile player. Andy is versatile too. You know, Andy can run a little bit. You know, maybe not design runs, but he can get out the pocket and run a little bit. You know, so it's not so much different. No.
Do you feel like that's a dynamic that this offense kind of needs at this point, just because, I mean, you're working your way back in, there's some pieces that are missing, but do you feel like maybe because Taysom's getting on, that's kind of what the dynamic this offense has to be at this point?
Yeah, I think to Taysom's credit, you know, he sacrificed a lot to, you know, to be here and to help this team win. And I think that Pete and DA and this whole team understands what he means not only to the team but obviously to the offense. And you know, having him back there to be able to make plays and put the ball in his hands in different type of ways, I think it helps the offense. You know, it gives us a boost, right? You know, I can't, maybe one game this year, you know, him back there maybe wasn't as successful as we would have liked it. But outside of that, you know, he's moved the change for us. He's damn near won games for us. You know what I mean? If we call a spade, and that's the type of player he is. And he's a guy that you have to put the ball in his hands multiple times a game. As he's that important to the offense.
When you say sacrifice a lot, what do you kind of proceeded to make it?
Yeah, I mean, you know, he came in as a quarterback and he's played running back, he's played receiver, he's ran out on special teams, he still plays special teams. You know, I think he has one of the biggest roles on the team, and you know, you never see him hang his head, you never see him complain. You know, plays through injuries, all of these things that you want out of a guy on your team.
Sorry, like the hardest question yet. Are you going back to Lutcher for Thanksgiving? Just went home in a long time.
Maybe so. Yeah, maybe so. I don't think my mom's gonna let me spend Thanksgiving alone. So yeah, maybe so.
Jarvis, you had an event the other day. How was that, and was it kind of cool to be able to do those kind of things in your home state again?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. You know. Yeah, no, it's amazing because, you know, there's so many communities here that I haven't really been able to reach into and to do any kind of work into. You know, a lot of the work that I've done coming back home has been centered around youth and, you know, school supplies and football camps and stuff like that. So the holidays is a special time, you know, universal, you know, and for me to be able to be back home and, you know, share these moments and these memories is something that's very important, and would like to carry on for the rest of my life for sure.